Hello everybody and welcome back. Lars here. Let's go ahead, let's jump on in and let's check out the very first video. So we have a Skarmory lead, which is amazing. They switched to Wishcash. We are switching to Victreebel. There is no way this can be a Blizzard. It is just going to be a Mud Bomb. Tank it, then kill that Wishcash. Now this next part, this is kind of what we were talking about before in the comments section. Now their goal is to kill us, but have their HP be really low because they don't want Bastion to come in and farm them down. You're going to see this a whole lot later on when you get higher up. Here I wasn't really taking it seriously. I thought that this person was just trying to basically quit. And so yeah, if this had been a close battle, you do not want to get them down that low. It's best that they kill you when they have more HP. So Trevenant lead, we've been talking about this one too. Go ahead. Trevenant's going to use Shadow Ball. Absolutely do not shield. Throw that flamethrower. They will shield. And then as soon as that flamethrower is done, go ahead and switch to Victreebel. Now with this one, they're going to throw a Shadow Ball here, which means that the next one will not be a Seed Bomb. It is impossible. They can't get both off. So Seed Bomb, don't shield. Next up, we have a Walrein. Now with Walrein, this is great for us. We're going to throw that Leaf Tornado. Their attack is cut, and they are out of shields. Even better. So Medicham comes in. Going to be an Earthquake here, but it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Now we have Azumarill. Going to use a Power-Up Punch to raise our attack. Now it takes two Psychics to kill Azumarill with that Power-Up Punch. Otherwise it would take 3. We use our last shield, and then we throw the Psychic. Take out a good chunk of health, charge it up just a little bit, and then we quick switch to Bastion. This person doesn't have a Hydro Pump. Really rare nowadays to see Hydro Pump on an Azumarill, given a lot of the stuff that is grass or, Trevenant. That's that, and now game over. All right, and now we have an Obstagoon, and it is one of the only times we will switch to a hard counter. They respond by bringing in a Medicham of their own. And take note here, one of their big mistakes is to use all of their shields at the start, or rather at the switch-in. When you use all of your shields, it's only during very specific circumstances, i.e. against a defense form Deoxys, or there are a few others, but for the most part, those shields are precious. You want to save them for Victreebel. They used their last shield. Honestly didn't think they were going to do this, but hey, no problem. Going to get a bit of damage taken away with the Power-Up Punch. Going to bring Bastion in just to farm it down. We know they don't have Power-Up Punch. They're going to do a bunch of damage to Bastion, but at the end of the day, we don't have to use a shield for Victreebel. They switch to Vigoroth. We're going to go ahead and then we're going to switch to Victreebel now. They're going to get one Body Slam off, but hey, it's all right. Go ahead, let that Body Slam hit us. It's not going to kill us. There it is. Even better, they're going to bring in Obstagoon now. And Obstagoon, even though it is not weak to poison, poison is going to do a ton of damage. There it is. And then a couple more boops, and we take each other out. And now it becomes their Medicham versus my Bastion. And every time they use an attack, it's very detrimental to them. Because now I get a fast move for every attack they move, and it's game over. We won. All right, everyone, and now it is time for the next battle. I want to thank you all for watching and thank you all for the wonderful comments I received on YouTube. It's been great and great helping you guys. And, great suggestions as well. So thank you. Now let's go ahead and get started with the next battle. We have a Registeel. And with Registeel, we want to switch to Victreebel. So they're bringing in Altaria, no problem. Go ahead and let that Altaria do its thing. Their big mistake here was killing us right off the bat. Bastion's coming in, and it's just going to farm it down like crazy. Not a whole lot they can do now about this. Go ahead. There's nothing they can do that will really hurt us. And yeah, just keep on farming. They'll get one more off. There it is. And boom, Sky Attack. And now we have full energy. They bring out a Medicham. We're going to go ahead and use Flamethrower here, just because we want that Medicham to get down low HP-wise. They use a shield. We're going to throw another Flamethrower. They use another shield. They use both of their shields, and so now it becomes my Medicham versus their Registeel, and we're just going to use Power-Up Punch like crazy. because every Zap Cannon they throw, chances are it will lower my attack, and so Power Up Punch brings it back up. All right, another Power Up Punch. There it is. And then it's time for the, oh, they didn't get it off. Now we're going to throw that Psychic like crazy. Ice Punch. In hindsight, what I should have done is use Power Up Punch one more time and then thrown another Psychic. I probably could have done that. And here's another Power Up Punch. There's that. You're going to go ahead. I quick switched to Bastiodon just because I wanted Medicham to have a little bit of health left, but it didn't really matter. Game over. All right, and now it's time for the next battle, and pay close attention to the Skarmory, and I'll show you what I've been talking about. So we switched to Medicham. They're going to go ahead. They're switching to Skarmory. We're going to use Power Up Punch, play about 50% of the minigame. There it goes. Going to use another Power Up Punch. Another 50% of the minigame. Now, they are going to stop attacking because they want us to get them to have low HP. That's their goal. But we've used Power Up Punch. So we get to use it right before they use their last attack to try and kill us. So that was not very good for them. And now here comes Trevenant. Again, people will do that because they don't want Bastiodon to come in and farm them down. We switch in Victreebel. They bring in Azumarill. We're going to have to use a shield, but we're going to have full energy, or just about full. All right, Trevenant, and it's over. On to the next battle. All right, so we have a Granbull. They switched to Mandibuzz. In my head, I'm thinking that maybe they might have an ABB with 2 flyers in the back, but there goes the foul play. We're going to use Stone Edge, and they don't shield here, which was surprising. So there it is. We're going to finish Mandibuzz off now with our fast move, and no worries. Tank the next foul play. Not going to do a whole lot of damage. And there it is. Mandibuzz is down. They're bringing in Swampert, so we're going to quick switch to Medicham. Now we want to have Victreebel to kill Swampert. So by bringing in Medicham, that should lure their Granbull back out, which it does. And now it becomes our Victreebel versus their Swampert. Had they shielded there, I just would have brought in Bastiodon, and it would have been fine. Game over. All right, on to the next battle, and let's see what we got here. Becomes our Bastiodon versus a Tapu Fini. Now, this is a great substitute for Azumarill if you don't have a good one. I see it quite often. This one knows, obviously Tapu Fini knows Surf. So going to go ahead and let that Surf hit us. Going to do some damage, but not a whole lot. Boom, they don't shield. We're bringing in Victreebel. They are bringing in Obstagoon. So for Obstagoon, going to go ahead and let this hit us, this Night Slash. Luckily, they don't get the attack boost. Going to throw a Leaf Tornado here. And they do shield, and they get the attack break. So for here, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Let your Victreebel die. We're going to go ahead and bring in Medicham. We take him out, and it's game over. On to the next battle. All right, so Bastiodon versus Azumarill, another one. They're starting to really show up. Switch to Medicham. They're going to go ahead and keep their Azumarill in. No problem. Normally I would use Power Up Punch, Psychic, but here I'm going to use Psychic right off the bat. They throw a Play Rough. We don't do it. Don't shield. We're going to throw another Psychic here, and there it is. They're going to shield this one. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this Ice Beam kill us. Going to wait, and not switch in until the clock runs down a little bit. And now we're just going to farm that Azumarill down. We know it doesn't have Hydro Pump, so we know we're good. It isn't going to hurt us. Just keep on farming it down, and don't worry about the charged move. Here's the last one. One last Play Rough. And now it becomes our Bastiodon versus Medicham. I'm going to use a Flamethrower here, and then I'm going to switch into a Medicham of my own. I'm sorry, to a Victreebel. Sorry. Go ahead, shield this one. It's going to be an Ice or Power Up Punch. Didn't want to take any chances. They are switching, of course, to Galarian Stunfisk. No problem. Going to throw that Leaf Tornado. They use their very last shield, and we're going to go ahead. We're going to use a shield of our own. There it is. We're both down to 0 shields. No problem. Throw one last Leaf Tornado. There it is. We get another attack break, which is wonderful news. Here comes a Rock Slide. We still have a little bit of health left, which we're going to need. And then boom, boom, done. Unless they had something like a more powerful attack, it would have been over. And here we go. We have a Victreebel to start things off. Now with Victreebel, you want to go ahead and let their Leaf Blade hit you. It's going to take you down to the yellow HP wise, but hey, it's worth it. This person though, they throw an Acid Spray. We're not biting. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to a Victreebel of our own. Go ahead and don't shield this. It's just going to be a Leaf Blade. We're good. Boom, they're down. Here comes Bastiodon. Now with Bastiodon, we throw this Leaf Tornado. Unfortunately, it doesn't break their attack, but hey, it's all right because they kill us. That's what we wanted. We wanted them to kill us and have a bunch of HP left, so that way Medicham can come down and farm them down. They, however, do switch to a Medicham of their own, so we're going to throw the Psychic. They shield. Just as a little reminder, if you ever get into a Medicham versus Medicham match, don't shield the first one, because had that been a Psychic and had that Psychic broke their defense, my next Psychic would have killed them. So just a little suggestion. Usually if you don't shield the first one and they throw a Psychic, they're going to throw an Ice Punch the second time around, and I usually don't shield the second one either. But you'll start seeing that more as you rise. I wouldn't try doing that just yet. So Bastiodon in, game over. And here we have our Bastiodon versus an Altaria. No problem. They are going to switch to Registeel. Now, whenever somebody switches from Altaria to Registeel, there are two things you need to keep in mind. First off, they're going to use a Zap Cannon. If they use that Zap Cannon and it lowers our attack, they're going to get another one off, so we have to shield. Second, they are almost 100% of the time going to have a Toxicroak in the back. I forget who put this team together, but it is good and it works. So when they have a Toxicroak, our goal here is to, well, once Medicham dies, you'll see it, we want to hit him with a Leaf Tornado. If we hit him with a Leaf Tornado, we're going to shield the first attack. The second attack, if the Leaf Tornado does lower Toxicroak's attack, will not kill us. We'll be able to essentially kill each other, or we will have a little bit of HP left. You'll see that here. Going to throw that Leaf Tornado, and of course they're going to shield. Boom, there it is. And now they're going to throw another Mud Bomb. This Mud Bomb will not kill us because their attack is weakened. And boom, it's game over. Okay, and for this battle we have our Bastiodon versus a Lantern. Another Lantern lead. Switch to Medicham. They are switching to Noctowl. Going to charge up that Psychic, and we're going to throw the Power Up Punch. I mentioned this last video. Here comes the Power Up Punch. And they don't shield, but we are going to throw this Psychic. There we go. Make sure we get all those little bubbles. And then boom. Noctowl is down. They bring back in Lantern. Time to go ahead and use a Victreebel. Remember, Lantern can get a max of 2 Surfs or 1 Thunderbolt, neither of which will kill us. Here comes Medicham. Gonna throw this Leaf Tornado just to try to break their attack. And it does, so we're golden. Gonna shield this attack. Ice Punch coming our way. No problem, we're down to 1 shield. Gonna shield this as well. Another Ice Punch, no problem. And then boom, we're gonna use this Leaf Tornado just because. There it is. And then we're bringing in Bastiodon, and it is over. Okay, so next battle we have a very bad lead, which is Medicham. Go ahead, switch to that Victreebel. They are switching to Walrein. Really bad decision because we are weak to each other. But since we have Razor Leaf, we're golden. Use the shield, kill the Walrein, and then of course here comes out Medicham again. Throw the Leaf Tornado. Our goal is to weaken it with Leaf Tornado. It doesn't hit, but hey, no problem. We got Medicham. So here it comes. And there's this first Psychic. Go ahead, charge it up. We're going to go and throw another Psychic. We'll throw our first Psychic. They're going to try to get another one off. They shield it. And for here, we want to go ahead. They try to bluff us with the Ice Punch. We're not biting. They're going to throw another Ice Punch. We are going to shield this one just because we don't want to get too close to death. Here comes Aurorus, but they quit. They know it is over. And that's that. Time for the next battle. So, Bastion versus Trevenant. Another Trevenant lead. A lot of people have been asking about this, so it makes me so happy to be able to post them. Same thing as always. Throw that flamethrower. They're going to throw Shadow Ball. Usually they'll get it off before then, but hey, no problem. Here it comes. And then boom, Victreebel. Always Victreebel. They bring in Noctowl. Going to go ahead and we're going to farm them down as much as we can. They kill us early, which is totally fine. Here comes Bastion. They are going to try to kill us, but it's just not happening. Noctowl, although it is a very sturdy Pokemon, it lacks that really, really hard attack power. So, same thing, except this time I will shield because I don't want to lose all that energy, especially with Trevenant in the back. Here comes Trevenant. We're going to use a Stone Edge, because why not? There's a shield. I throw in Medicham, quick switch, because I knew they were going to try to hit me with the Seed Bomb. So, I'm going to go ahead, and now I'm trying to basically get a Psychic off here. They throw another Seed Bomb, no problem. Here comes the Walrein. They quick switch, but hey, with Walrein, no problem. Walrein's going to go ahead and it's going to kill my Medicham, which is fine because we're going to have just enough power to take out that Walrein with our Bastion since we get this power-up punch off. There it is. We quick switch to Bastion and then boom, throw the flamethrower, and it is game over for that Trevenant. All right, next battle. Hopefully it won't be as close as last one. That one was extremely stressful, but fun. So we have another mirror match. Gonna go ahead and we're gonna do what we've done, or what we try to do with mirror matches, which is double charge that flamethrower. This person doesn't, but we are going to double charge the flamethrower. And as soon as it is near, well, not double charge, but whenever it's at 1 3/4, throw it, and then do the same thing, rinse and repeat. Here it comes. You're going to use another flamethrower with us, no big deal. Throw the second flamethrower, and there it is. And now for this one, we're going to do the same thing, but we're not going to throw the flamethrower. We're going to let them throw theirs. It's going to take us to the red. Then we're going to quick switch to Medicham. They quick switch to Trevenant, which is fine because they're going to shield here, but we have basically 2 flamethrowers ready to go in the back. There is one. Let this one kill us. We're good. Throw that flamethrower. And they shield this one. We're going to go ahead, we're going to shield this, of course, just because we want to use that last flamethrower to take out Trevenant. They are down to 0 shields, though, which is great news. There it is. Quick switching to Victreebel, and it becomes Victreebel versus their Sceptile. Really weird combination, although I have seen ABBs with grass. They use a Leaf Tornado, break our attack, which isn't good. I guess that's payback for all the times we've done it to other people. Frenzy Plant, no problem. Throw the Sludge Bomb. Even though our attack is broken, this is going to really hurt. And now it is time for their Bastion versus our Trevenant. They throw a flamethrower they shouldn't have because we get a fast attack, remember, for every time they use a charged. And then boom, game over. All right, time for the last battle of the day. I want to thank you all for watching. It has been a pleasure. We have a very hard counter, and we switch to Victreebel. They switch to Noctowl. No worries. We're going to let Noctowl farm us down. Going to throw that Sludge Bomb as soon as we are about dead. They, of course, don't shield. And they're going to go ahead and call it quits.